My friends, how are you? It is absolutely fantastic to see you for yet another video, and I hope you're doing well out there today. Today's video is sort of a mixed bag of what appears to be bad news when we start off the video, but if we use this going forward into the upcoming midterms, this can very easily translate into good news for the country as we work to get these goddamn Republicans out of power in these upcoming midterm elections. And I find this all to be extremely fantastic, my friends, because Donald Trump, right on time, is here to yet again help sabotage the Republicans while we head into these midterms. And it's been a very interesting thing, hasn't it? This whole 2 years. I mean, terrifying, not a whole lot of fun. I'm sure a lot of Americans are tired of getting the shit kicked out of us by Donald Trump's policies and absolute bullshit that he's doing all over the country, excuse me, and all over the world. But hey, we can, we're at that point in the United States now where we just have to take our lumps, stay strong, stand up for ourselves, stand up for our friends, our families, and our communities. And if we do this shit right, hopefully we come out the other side rather, in a better place than when we started. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about because the sabotage of the Republican Party by Donald Trump is in full swing right now. And look, that's just how it goes. They deserve every bit of it. Lindsey Graham, like I pointed out in yesterday's video, who I do not agree with on any point that he made, turns out he might have been right, as Donald Trump is basically ending the Republican Party in the United States. And my friends, maybe it's crazy, but sometimes I look forward to those really good days that we hopefully have ahead of us as we see the rise of the Democratic Socialist in America rapidly rising. And they want to do things like provide us health care and a living wage and health insurance. Wait, I already said that. Sometimes I get a little bit ahead of myself. Health care and a living wage and education and, human rights and safety nets for all the tax dollars we pay into this country, instead of all our tax dollars going to line Donald Trump's pockets and the war machine that we have running in this country. Sometimes I look forward to those brighter days and hope like hell that this country can get itself on track. And not only on track, but to a better spot than we've ever been. And one day, my friends, 10, 20 years from now, if we're all still here, I don't know, I'm getting old, I'm a trucker and we don't live very long, but 10, 20 years from now, maybe we look back and go, in a way, Donald Trump might have been the greatest thing that ever happened to America, in the sense that this country ran as far as possible from the Republican Party as we could and never looked back and actually started doing something good with ourselves. And I know that sounds like a crazy statement. You don't want to hear me ever say that Donald Trump did good, but through him doing bad and being the worst president this country has ever seen, that may be the good work that he's done. He didn't mean to. It's not like he was out trying to be a saint and save us or anything like that. But the minute these goddamn Republicans are out of the way, it may end up being actually a good thing. And by God, I hope I presented that idea right, because you have to understand, when I start my videos, my brain's just all over the fucking place, and I just hope for the best. But I hope you guys all get what I'm trying to say with all of that. So the destruction of the Republican Party has been very, very real this entire time, with the blanket tariffs, the Liberation Day tariffs that caused many small businesses to go under, many large companies to fire their employees. The farmers are basically completely and utterly fucked at this point. That's all been really bad. And then, of course, Donald Trump's war with Iran that no sane person would have ever thought to do, because even a trucker like myself, just a humble trucker, I know that you don't go attack Iran without having some sort of plan from how you're going to secure that Strait of Hormuz. And look, I'm not for the war machine or anything like that. I'm just saying, you should probably have a fucking plan if you're gonna do some stupid shit like that, right? And obviously that's been all bad. The economy is just being obliterated. Everyone's getting destroyed out here unless they're already billionaires. And for me, going towards these midterms, I kind of welcome all of the destruction, and hopefully there's a realization of the American people that we have got to do the right fucking thing. And we're seeing that we are in a lot of these primary elections out there, which is something that excuse me, I preach on a regular occasion, if you really want control of what's happening in your party, could you be bothered to participate in the fucking primaries and get out there and help get the first step done for the right candidates in this country? And look, a lot of that's happening. Not at the scale that I'd like, but a lot of that is going on, right? So the point I'm trying to get to is, it takes me 5 minutes to get to the fucking point on here finally, but don't worry, I got some more side tangents for us to go off on. The jobs report has come out, and it is all fucking bad. It is really terrible. We've watched massive amounts of job loss go on in this country ever since Donald Trump started terrorizing our economy, and we've seen the numbers just get worse and worse, and really fucking bad. And one of the things they're doing is trying to sort of hide the numbers, in my opinion, because Donald Trump is corrupt and he will do anything to try to make himself look good so he can hold on to power. Now, I'm familiar with job numbers being revised all the time, like a month or two later, there's job number revisions. That's a very normal fucking thing. But what's weird in Trump's America is that they show this job growth month over month, and then they go back and every job number gets revised down, or has for, I remember at the beginning of the term, that was going on pretty often, to show those massive job losses. That's why he fired the head of the, I forget what it is, the Department of Labor stuff that tracks these numbers. I forget what the acronym is right off the top of my head. But this time, this month, the job reports were so fucking bad that they couldn't even come out with a positive number. It just immediately started out as when America was expected to be gaining jobs in Donald Trump's amazing economy, right? I gotta stop getting myself that worked up. I'm getting too old, I guess. I don't know. But there were job losses immediately right off the fucking bat, and we'll probably see those get revised down yet again. So it was 23,000 job losses that can easily turn into 100,000 job losses, and they're saying that the unemployment rate actually dropped. The unemployment rate's a fucking weird thing, because there are basically people that give up on looking for a job and they stop counting them in that number. Once those people that gave up stopped being counted, the unemployment rate ticked down like 0.1%. But the fact of the matter is the job losses are still there. And you know what? That's a little bit of a redemption for me, because I came out a couple days ago and I was talking about the massive job losses going on in the trucking industry. And it was a tough situation for me to be in, because I couldn't really prove it was actual job losses. But what I could tell you is that capacity, the amount of trucks out here on the road, are dropping off dramatically. Those numbers were already out, which would indicate that we're going to see something bad with jobs. And it was nice to, for my own personal pride, I guess, to see those numbers come out. But yes, we've got some pretty massive job loss less than 90 days before the fucking midterms, and I welcome this shit at this point, because more and more Americans are starting to pay attention to what's going on, and the Republicans are being punished for their bad behavior all over this country as we speak. And we got these midterms coming up where we all need to get energized and participate in what's going on. So that's what we're going to talk about today. That's what we're going to get into. So I wanted to take a real quick second just to thank you guys for everything you do for the channel. I appreciate all the support that you provide, every damn bit of it. From people that watch the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel, put a like on the videos, leave a comment, all those things that help spread the videos through the algorithm. I truly appreciate your support in that way. It matters just as much as every bit of support. As a matter of fact, probably even more, because we just keep growing, and hope we reach more and more people and get rid of these fucking Republicans. That's the point, after all, right? That's what we're trying to do. Also, excuse me again, big thank you to everybody that does the channel memberships, the super chat, super thanks. I appreciate everything you do with that. And also my favorite one, the buy me a coffee link that you can find in the description and pinned comment in every video. That's a really good way to contribute to the channel if you would like to do so. And I tell you guys all the time, I take a minute to thank you in every video these days, because a couple months ago I was nearly out on my ass as everything went to hell on me, and told you guys I was unable to make a donation that I promised you at the time, and you guys kind of picked me up, really picked me up during that, and we got that donation done like almost 4 times the original amount that we said we were going to do. But thank you guys for everything you do, because it really does matter. So back to the point, I guess. We do have a little bit of a side tangent to go off on that I want to talk to you guys about, and we'll get back more into these job numbers and Donald Trump being a complete fuck up as soon as possible, as soon as I get done with whatever other bullshit I want to talk about, I guess. And sorry that I look like shit today. I know I shouldn't say that, but look at me. God, it's bad. I walked across the parking lot earlier just to go throw some trash away. I'm shut down for the weekend because I got to wait till Monday to deliver this fucking load. I'm in Missouri of all places for the weekend, and I took a walk across the parking lot. Bro, it's brutal out there. It is so goddamn hot in Missouri right now. It's fucking killer. Anyways, Lebanon, Missouri for the weekend, if anyone's around and they want to, I don't know, grab a burger or something with me because I'm bored as fuck. This place sucks, man. There ain't much going on. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a community post I put up last night because I was obviously a little bit pissed off because, look, I've been around YouTube for a very long time. I've been around the truckers of YouTube for a very long time. And I have had my fair share of lunatics in my life make all kinds of threats to me. And I don't really worry about it too much. It's just kind of is what it is. It's some fucking keyboard warrior trying to assert dominance over someone and trying to silence them because they won't fall in line and do what they're told. Well, hell, my whole YouTube career has been me not falling in line and doing what I'm told. It's been me marching to the beat of my own drum for the last 10 fucking years around here across various channels. And I don't know what they think that they're going to get me to shut up. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But we unfortunately have an instance of a violent lunatic MAGA extremist trucker. And I'm not the type to like name names and send my audience to go after people or anything like that. But that has resorted to extremely violent threats because of the information that I post to my channel. And I want you guys to know I don't worry about this shit. I'll be fine. It's not a big deal. But what I was mad about, what I was really fucking pissed about was this trucker is mad about things that are not even true. And that's the biggest threat, one of the biggest threats to our democracy right now is the sheer amount of dipshits that run around our country. Listen, like, what am I trying to say? The first piece of false information that they consume, they run with it and act like it's real and then want all of us to participate in their stupid fucking fantasies that they're having, right? And that's a real problem with MAGA. These people are fucking morons. They are prone to conspiracy theories. They are easy to lie to, and they don't even bother to look shit up, right? So a couple days ago, I guess, some Republican politician lied to the American people. Can you believe it? I'm shocked, my friends. I am truly shocked. A Republican lied? You've got to be fucking kidding me. And they had attributed a quote from, I guess, Hassan Piker, I guess. Don't hold me to that, but that's my understanding of what's going on. Where years ago, he had made a comment about how during one of his very long live streams, I don't watch Hassan. I don't know anything about him. I've never, ever watched anything by him. So I know there's a lot of people that are like for him, against him. I'm fucking indifferent. I don't know. I have never watched anything. But apparently during one of his rants way back in 2018, he had said something to the effect that America deserved 9/11, right? And that's such an interesting statement that for me, I would want more context. I would want to sit down and listen to their point of view about that, because you start thinking about it, you go, no one deserves to die, right? Nobody deserves to be killed in any kind of thing. But my understanding of the point of that, my understanding of it, the comment section's open. If I got this wrong, fucking tell me. I don't mind. But it was more talking about how America has meddled in so many other countries throughout our history that it was eventually bound to happen that somebody might do something to the United States of America. And I don't know the context in which he was saying it, but there was some lying ass Republican that recently took that quote, that out of context quick quote, and attributed that to Abdul al-Sayed. Fuck, I fucked that one up bad, didn't I? You guys know what I'm trying to say. Yes, get ready, okay? Be prepared. I'm a fucking redneck. I'm from the trailer park from rural Colorado, okay? I fucking love these candidates. I think it's a great move for the United States to, our politicians should reflect all of us, every nationality, every race, every sexuality. I would say every religion, but like, get the fuck out. Religion, get the fuck out of my government, right? So I think it's a good move for the country going forward to have the incorporation of all these different people as part of our government. But I will fuck up their names, and I don't do it out of disrespect. It's just because you can't take the hillbilly out of me, my friends, as much as I've tried. Sorry about that. It's really hot and dry down here today. I'm in bad shape, my friends. It's really rough. what am I trying to tell you? This Republican had attributed it to him and lied to the American people and said that he said that. Unfortunately, because we've got a bunch of dipshits in America that believe every piece of false information in front of them, that's what's caused this particular trucker to lash out. And he's mad about false information that he consumed and he believed, like the fucking dummy that he is. And now has resorted, wow, I'm having trouble today, to these just violent rantings that are absolutely insane. And I'm not upset about that. I am upset about the extreme amount of dumb motherfuckers in this country, my friends, that believe every bullshit piece of information that they're told, and they go out and they vote for these fucking conspiracy theorists, and that's how America ends up with Donald Trump. That's how America ends up with MAGA. That's how, like, goddamn, I just don't understand what's so fucking hard about looking up the actual information about what's going on and then and going from there. What's wrong with that? I don't fucking get it. And that's the thing I'm most angry about, is the amount of people, the millions of Americans that expect every one of us to participate in the made-up fantasy that's going on in their own fucking heads. We're worried about the communists are taking over, for God's sakes. I mean, we've got a whole sector of the American population that is terrified to use the bathroom because they're like, the hordes of transgenders are coming for us. Oh, for fuck's sake, you scared little kids, please shut the fuck up and stop dictating policy in our country. You're fucking the entire thing up. And I know that was a little bit of a long side quest, a little long tangent there, but I'm just sick of misinformation ruling the United States. It's the worst fucking thing that has ever happened, just the lies and propaganda that people believe. So I'll try to wander back over to the point about these job numbers and how it's really a good thing for all of us, right? When Donald Trump first came, I know that sounds weird. You have to hear me out. When Donald Trump first came into office, we were watching the destruction in real time. We were watching the Liberation Day tariffs, the massive job losses, the businesses closing, the stock market openly being manipulated by Donald Trump, the meme coin scams, every fucking thing. And back then, to me, it seemed so much more fucking hopeless because we all knew we've got at least, at very least, 2 years that we have to, excuse me, that we have to get through before we have even some sort of hope in this fucking country, right? And it was just horrifying watching all of it happen. Just so many American people get fucked over by Donald Trump. And as we've continued to march through this, we as American citizens should be extremely proud of ourselves right now, but we also need to realize there is still fucking work to do. We are right now in a country where our own government wants us dead, and fuck you if you think I'm lying. They have gunned down American citizens in the streets on many fucking occasions right now. They want us completely broke. They want all the resources to themselves. And I remember that just desperate hopeless feeling that I had 2 years ago, right before Donald Trump came into office, as a matter of fact, and just worrying about what was going on. And my friends, we have kept fighting, we have kept marching, and we've won some elections all over the country, quite a few. We've got a massive chance in the midterms to basically just fucking neuter Donald Trump at this point and make him the lamest duck that has ever existed in the history of this fucking country, right? So as we march towards these last 90 days, less than 90 days of the midterm elections, I'm actually in support of Donald Trump's bullshit to a point. Like, I know it's not going to take much for him to, turn the guns on the American citizens. I understand that. But things like the jobs are bad, the gas is expensive, nobody can afford anything, all these fucking horrible economic things that Donald Trump is doing right now is the wake-up call to so many goddamn Americans out there that went out and voted against their own interest and voted for Donald Trump for president. Because I frequently hear from these MAGA dorks, these inbred cousin fuckers coming up to me, not coming up to me, they don't do that, they do all their aggression happens on the internet with these guys, right? But saying, oh, and you think Kamala would have been better. Yes, that's the fucking point. Like staring at me with that dumb look on your face and saying, well, what choice did we have? You had a perfectly viable candidate that was not going to start a war with Iran, for fuck's sake, that was not going to do a bunch of Liberation Day tariffs, that wasn't going to launch a meme coin and bankrupt their own supporters, and all these fucking horrifying economic things that Donald Trump does, right? And that's the choice you had, dummy. What the fuck are you even talking about? How are you that goddamn dumb that you said that, that's not a choice? Are you kidding me? And we've watched so many Trump supporters get absolutely fucked in this whole process. You're starting to see the news reports, all over like local news stations out there of people that are being interviewed and they used to support Trump, and they're like, I voted for him because I wanted a better economy, which was dumb. I don't know why they thought that was going to happen. And those people are doing a very interesting thing right now. That interesting thing is they're not voting. They're literally not showing up. In the Abdul El Sayed election, it was something like, don't quote me exactly, but it was something like 1 million Republicans showed up to vote for their primary, and 1.5 million Democrats showed up to vote for their primary. Now, keep in mind, I don't know how Michigan's primaries work. Some of you have to be registered to your party, some don't. But the point I'm making is Democratic voters are energized to go out there and vote and stand up and make their fucking voice heard, right? Where Republican, the morale is just destroyed, just absolutely fucking obliterated. And it is my view and my belief that that is how we win these upcoming midterms, is the motivation of the rest of the population to get the fuck out of this fascist country that we live in, to get these fascists out of our fucking way. And I don't know what's going to happen, my friends. I don't know what kind of things Donald Trump is going to do to try to hold on to power, because this could get ugly real fucking quick right around the end of these elections. It could get really, really bad. I don't know what he's going to try to do, but for God's sakes, we have got to show up. We are already demonstrating that we have the numbers, that we are motivated to get in the way of these fucking Republicans. And from here on out, for the rest of my life, I really, really think that this country should take its civic responsibility much more seriously and stop with this, I think owning the libs is a good policy, because look where the fuck that gets us, right? So I guess just to sort of wrap it up, the jobs numbers would normally be like something bad that I would harp on Donald Trump for and say, we need a solution. Fuck it. Throw your hands up in the air, Donald Trump. Tell us that we're all wrong. Keep lying to us that the economy is great. Keep lying and telling us that it's the greatest economy the world's ever seen and the jobs are up and the American people love you while you have the lowest approval of any goddamn president ever, you dumb son of a bitch. Stay the course, is what I'm telling you. Keep lying. Keep doing all your bullshit, because when we show up in November to vote against your ass, that's your fucking problem. It's not ours anymore. And that's why Donald Trump continuing to fuck up economically right now, in my opinion, currently, is a pretty good thing. Keep it up, asshole. Anyways, I guess I was going to say I should get back to work, but I don't have any work to do today, so I'm going to go find you know what? I think I'm going to go find a huge burger and shove that motherfucker in my mouth, and probably then I'll take a nap after that. That's it. Love you guys. Bye now.